Subscribe to IMR Scary Tales and watch spine-chilling horror stories almost every day. And don't forget to click on the bell icon.
So I live in the UK and am a 21-year-old female. I run a B&B and am pretty used to having to make weirdos feel welcome. However, they are mostly harmless at the end of the day. But last week's experience was by far the worst and most terrifying. It all started on the Monday night of last week. It was the end of summer break, so a lot of tourists were traveling around my area, so it was good business for the B&B. Staying in one of the 7 rooms, I had a foreign couple and their baby. In another room, 2 girls who had traveled from Australia, and in the attic room I had a lone man, who, to be honest, I got bad vibes from at the very beginning of meeting him. He was tall, had long greasy hair, dirty unkempt fingernails, and altogether he just looked very disheveled. He didn't really talk much either. He just asked what room he would be staying in, walked in there and shut the door behind him. Still nothing too out of the ordinary in my opinion. Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. Now, I spend most of my time in my personal hobby room. I mostly watch TV for a lot of the days and then go upstairs to my bedroom to sleep. I climbed the tall staircase and went to my room. I checked my alarm clock and it was only 9:30 p.m., so I thought I might just lie down and watch some videos on my computer. Halfway through watching my favorite movie, I was interrupted by loud knocking on my door. It wasn't an average knock, though. It was very aggressive. I looked through the peephole in the door and was surprised to see it was the strange man who was staying in the attic bedroom. I opened up the door and he started talking straight at me, not letting me get a word in, telling me that the water pipe in his room had burst and that there was water spurting everywhere and that he wanted me to fix it. I apologized to him and without questioning anything, let him lead me to his attic room. The first red flag was the fact that he shut the door and locked it behind him. The next thing was that there was no water anywhere. And then I remembered. There were not actually any water pipes in the attic. I don't know how I forgot, but I guess I was more worried about the guy asking for a refund than actually questioning whether he was being legitimate about the whole pipe burst thing. But now I was stuck. The only other people who were staying at the B&B were 2 floors below me, so they would never be able to hear me scream. I'm also a small woman, so I had no chance of being able to fight off this guy. I looked at him, and he shot me a yellow grin. He lurched for me, but I leapt out of the way. I noticed something sticking out of his jacket pocket. It was a knife handle. I pretty much ripped it out of his pocket and started swiping at the air with it. I bolted out of there and heard him running at top speed behind me until we got to the 2nd floor, where I heard him running back up to his room. I locked myself in my room and called the police department. I also called all the other guests on their landlines and told them to lock their doors and stay in their rooms. When the police arrived, they found the man hiding in the wardrobe in his room. I guess he freaked out when he heard the sirens. Apparently, he had only had one backpack. It contained a toothbrush, duct tape, a Stanley knife, a Phillips head screwdriver, and some intimate things which I can't even write down, but I'm sure you can guess what I'm talking about. They never found out for sure what he had planned on doing to me, but from the contents of his bag, we all had a very good idea. They took him away in cuffs, and thankfully I've never had to see him again. I plan on moving away at some point soon because I don't really feel comfortable with him knowing where I live. Also, every day I just see the grin he gave me as he was taken away, and his wild eyes.